Why don't you can't see her? Yeah. You want to sit or you want to stand?
I'll stand. I'll stand.
All right. Danny Ching. So tell us about your three-peat this year. First three-peat champion ever at the Carolina Cup.
You know what? The race is different every year. The graveyard's just a grueling race. The first year I did it, it was one of the hardest races I've done. Last year was just a grind, all by yourself, upwind, upswell, up current, and this year was just as hard and totally different. Ended up in a big draft train with about 10 to 12 of the top paddlers. I opened my big mouth and all the fast guys came. And we ended up turning the whole thing into a bunch of attacks throughout the inlets, through the sound side, and we were still together when we entered the ocean with 3 miles to go. And at that point, the surf separated us a little bit getting out, and then from there it's just a sprint 3 mile downswell upwind, and came away with the victory. And just paddling that hard at the very end of a long, grueling race is difficult. So it hurts just as much, but it hurts in a totally different way.
Awesome, awesome.
Very satisfying.
What keeps bringing you back to the Carolina Cup year after year?
The event is amazing. If you ask me right after the race is grueling, and I don't like the race course just because it's so hard. But as you sit down and you relax and you talk about it, you start to think of ways. This is how I'm going to do the course better next year. This is how satisfied I am. This is how accomplished I feel. And then the event just brings you back. So even if you had a rough day, a lot of racers figured out why it's called the graveyard. The event and the people here bring you back. It's such a great event. It's almost a week long now. There's clinics, there's demos, kids race is about to start, and we're all going to check that out. It's just a great place to be, beautiful weather, great time of year, great way to start the stand-up season.
Awesome, awesome. And the last thing, so tell me about 404. Tell me about your new venture. We're all really interested about hearing about
404
that.
this year, producing all our own line of boards. We got some overseas production that is just amazing. So new race boards, new entry-level boards, new surfboards, and then on top of that, we also have our whole new line of hippo stick paddles. So it's a whole new paddle company. It's a paddle design my dad and I have been working on for almost 10 years that we decided to bring into the stand-up world, and we got a few new things coming out this year. But the